Hey, future summer, how are you? I'm glad that you have some time to visit me. So, let me update you about my life right now. At the beginning of this year, my mom and I went strawberry picking, and we were surrounded by the most beautiful spring flowers I've seen in a while. And there's something about being in nature that makes everything feel clearer, doesn't it? As we walked through the strawberry fields and picking only the ones that were perfectly ripe, I started thinking about timing, about how these strawberries wouldn't taste the same if we picked them too early or waited too long. They needed this exact moment to be at their sweetest. It made me realize something very important about life. There is a season for everything. And trying to force the wrong things at the wrong time is like picking unripe fruit. It might look ready from the outside, but it's not going to give you the same experience you're hoping for. You know, we sometimes get impatient with our own growth. How we want to be further along than we are, achieve things faster, reaching milestones sooner. I think it's like trying to pick strawberries in the winter. The design is there, but the conditions aren't right yet. And as I watching my mom carefully select each strawberry, taking her time and enjoying the process, it reminded me that wisdom often looks like patience. She wasn't rushing through the field and grabbing everything in sight. She was present, selective, trusting that the right ones would reveal themselves. And that's what I want you to remember, Summer, that there is a difference between being patient and being passive. Patience isn't about waiting for the things to happen to you. It's about preparing yourself for the right opportunities, nurturing conditions, and recognizing when the moment is truly ripe. Think about the flowers that we saw that day. They didn't bloom because they were in a hurry. They bloomed because the soil was right, the weather has shifted, and their internal timing aligned with the external conditions. That's the kind of timing I want us to trust in our own life. Sometimes we're just so focused on the destination that we miss the preparation phase. But those strawberries, they didn't just appear ready to be picked. They grew from tiny seeds, through weather storms, soaked up sunshine, and developed their sweetness over time. The waiting time wasn't wasted time. It was a necessary development, even though it seems like nothing was happening. And let's be real, every season has its trade-offs, doesn't it? Busy times are great for getting stuff done, for making you feel productive and accomplished. But you miss out on relaxing or just being present. Sometimes you even feel burnout. And downtime is chill, it's peaceful, but for sure you will feel like you're not doing enough and feel like you should be achieving more and life is leaving you behind. But do you remember the project that we rushed into last year? We rushed into it because everyone else seems to be doing it. And it never felt quite right, isn't it? Not because it was a bad idea, but because it wasn't our season for it yet. We hadn't have the skills, the mindset, or even the circumstances to make it truly successful. Right now I'm still figuring things out on how to find a balance between doing and being, between sizing opportunities and knowing when to wait. It's not always easy to know when it's time to pick your strawberries and when they need more time to ripen. But hey, that's what makes life exciting, isn't it? But then, I also think back about the opportunities that felt effortless. Not because they were easy, but because the timing was right. When your preparation met the right moment, things flowed. When I bought my first car, when I bought my first real estate, sometimes things flow so well, it even seems surreal. And I think that's what picking ripe strawberries feels like in real life. And that day, I learned something while spending time in nature. I learned that every season has a purpose. Spring isn't better than winter, it's just different. Winter might look like nothing is happening, but underneath, roots are growing deeper and strength is building. And spring is time for all of that hidden work to reveal themselves. I know that there will be times in the future that you feel like you're behind, like everyone else is picking their strawberries while you're still tending to your plants. Please remember this day. Remember that your timeline isn't their timeline. Your seasons of harvest might look different than theirs. But please trust the season of your life. Do the work when it's time to plant. Rest when it's time to rest. And when your strawberries are finally ripe, when the conditions aligned and you've done the preparation, please don't hesitate to pick them. The right things will always happen at the right time. And not because of luck, but because you've been faithful to the process. Because you've trusted your own seasons. I promise you that I will keep embracing every season, every opportunity with open arms, even when I don't have it all figured out, especially then. Until next time, from yourself with love and a whole lot of excitement for what's next.